Hi everyone, we're going to do a lazy yoga class today. So it's for those days when you're just not feeling up for it, you don't have the energy to do a whole yoga class, but at the same time you feel like you need to move your body, you want to do at least a little bit of something, and so this is kind of that ideal middle ground. So we're going to do all of the class lying down, so you could even do this one in bed if you're feeling particularly lazy and you haven't even got up yet. You can just take the covers off, lie on your bed, and then do this class. So we're going to start off lying on the back, feet flat on the floor, hips tucked under, so your lower back rests flat down and your abdomen is drawing slightly in and up, so it's not tense, but you're just drawing your belly button slightly up towards your lower ribs. Palms can turn up or place your hands wherever is comfortable. Close your eyes over and take a few deep breaths in and out through your nose. As you breathe in, feel your abdomen lift up as well as your chest as you take those full deep breaths. So big breath in, full breath out, inhaling right down. And then just take note of which parts of your body are in contact with the floor. So feel the soles of your feet very gently push down. Feel them in contact with your mat or ground or your bed, whatever it is that you're lying on. Feel your back being supported. Feel your arms resting. Feel your shoulders drop down. Feel the back of your head supported. And take about 3 rounds of breath where you just focus on that back side of your body, focusing on all of the contact points with the ground. And with every exhale, just let go a little bit more. So really relax the shoulders, relax the arms. Notice where you may have been holding tension without realizing it. Make sure your jaw is released and your face is completely relaxed. And then start to rock your head from one side to the other. Just moving slowly and carefully. Feel your neck start to stretch out. And then come back to the centre. Move your toes, move your fingers. Start to circle your wrists around. Start to come up onto your toes and then lift your toes up as you push your heels down. And then go from one to the other. So up onto toes, lifting the heels, and then onto the heels, lifting the toes. Just do that a few times each way. And then hug your right knee into your chest. Circle your ankle around a few times in each direction. And then extend your leg up into the air, hold behind the back of your thigh, flex and point your foot. And then circle your ankle around. And then take your right foot back to the floor, extend your left leg up, hold behind the back of your thigh, flex and point your foot a few times. Feel the back of the leg start to wake up. Change to your ankle rotations a few times each way. Stretch out the toes and then drop that foot back to the floor again. So you've got both feet firmly planted down on the ground. Tuck your hips under and then inhale, lift your arms up overhead. So if you've got space, you can extend them right back behind you. If you don't have space, you can cross your arms and hold on to opposite elbows. So take your arms as far back as you can, do a big stretch, maybe a yawn, maybe stretch the arms out to the side, just do what feels good. Give yourself a hug, so wrap your arms around, hold on to opposite shoulders, have a rock from side to side, so just moving the shoulders from one side to the other, and then come back to the centre, maybe squeeze a little tighter, and then relax the shoulders down. Just pause there for a moment, give yourself that nice big hug. And then release your arms, take them down to your sides. You're going to hug both knees the chest. So wrap your arms either over your shins, or if that's not comfortable, you can hold onto the backs of the thighs. Have a rock from side to side, so rocking the whole body this time. And then back to the centre. Take your hands onto your knees, so left hand on left knee, right hand on right knee. Going to move the knees in towards the chest and then push the knees away. So you draw the knees gently in and you feel your lower back round as your tailbone lifts, and then you push your feet away and you'll feel your lower back slightly lift up as your tailbone pushes down to the floor. So it's not a massive movement, it's quite subtle, but you should be able to feel that internally. So you should feel the hips rocking backwards and forwards, and you should feel your lower back lift and then lower. Just do that a few times. And then we're going to start to circle the knees in opposite directions. So your hands are going to be drawing 2 circles apart from each other. So you're going to draw the knees in and then move the knees apart, keep your big toes touching, and then circle the knees all the way around so they meet, and then draw them back into your body again. And then keep doing some big circles like that. So you're loosening up the hip joint, starting to warm up that whole area. Just getting some blood flowing. Do one more that way, and then you're going to switch directions. So you're going to move the knees away from you and then move them apart from each other. Circle them around, bring them together at your chest. And then keep going. Keep the big toes together the whole time. And your lower back again will just rock up and down off your mat and back down to the mat again. And then bring your knees together. This time we're going to circle them in the same direction, so you've got your hands moving together. So both knees circle around, and you'll feel your hips roll around this time. Circling all the way around and then back the other way. And then bring your legs back to the centre, feet to the floor, hug your right knee into your chest, and then extend your left leg away, flex your left foot, and pull your right knee in towards your chest or up towards your right shoulder. Take a deep breath, push your left foot away from the rest of your body. And then bring your left leg back in, switch over, so you're hugging your left knee in, right foot goes down to the floor, and then slide it away from you, flexing your foot, kicking your foot away, pushing through your heel as you draw your left knee in and up. Nice deep breath here. And then hug both knees in again. So you're going to roll onto the side now. So you're going to go onto your right side to start. Take your right arm out so you've got something to rest your head on, or you can take it up behind you if you've got space and you can rest there. Left hand is going to go in front of your abdomen, just fingertips down, just for a bit of extra support, or if you want to challenge your core, you can take your hand onto your hips, but we're being lazy today, so we're just going to use the arm for a bit of support. Again, maybe close your eyes over, just make yourself comfortable. If you're in bed, then you might have a pillow there, so you'll be a bit more comfortable. Going to lift the left leg up into the air, take it forwards and tap your toes to the floor, lift back up, back to the centre, and then take your leg back behind you and tap to the floor. So really slow, fluid motion. You're going to tap the floor in front of you and then tap the floor behind you. So just building up a little bit of core stability, a little bit of leg strength. Moving the hips again. So you can go as much as you want to. If you're more flexible and you can really go for it, take your leg up, out a big distance, or you can just tap it just slightly in front. You could even just do slightly in front of your foot and then behind, and just do it like that. So just go with whatever feels good for you. I'm going to do one more each way. And then lifting your left leg, going to bend the knee, so bring your knee in line with your hip and then lower your leg to the floor. Extend your right arm out in front of you and take your left hand on top of your right, so you've got both arms out in front of you. Inhale, lift your left arm up into the air and do a big stretch on your chest. So I can't move my arm all the way around because I've got a sofa there, but imagine you've got your hand all the way coming towards the floor, and then come back. So inhale, opening up, and then exhale, palms together. And then bring your left hand back in front of you. Roll yourself back onto your back. Pause there for a moment. So legs extended out, arms extended, shoulders relaxed. Take a deep breath. And then we'll move on to the other side. So roll onto your left side. I'm going to do my right again just so that you can see me. But if you roll onto your left side, so your left arm's going to be underneath you this time, however is comfortable. Right hand in front of your abdomen. Lift your right leg up into the air. Take it forwards, tap the floor, lift, take it back behind you, tap the floor. And then just keep going. So just the same as on the previous side, you can just do it in front and behind your foot, just a little small movement, or you can extend your leg as far as you can reach if you want to go for it a little bit more. So just listen to your body, listen to what it feels like it needs. So sometimes we might start off feeling like we don't have any energy and we just want to lie and just have a gentle stretch. And then once we actually get moving, blood starts flowing around, our body becomes more oxygenated, we actually find that we do have more energy than we thought we had. So maybe you want to go for it a little bit more, but then again, maybe not. Maybe you just want to chill the whole time, and that's absolutely fine. So do one more, and then you're going to bend your knee again. Take your foot in front of your body, take your knee down to rest on the floor. Extend your left arm out to the side, right hand resting on top. And then you're going to inhale, open your palms apart from one another, turn to look over to the right, and stretch the arms apart from each other. Come back to that starting position. So you inhale as the hands separate, and then you exhale as they come back together. Do one more, and then rolling gently onto your back again. So just use your arms for support, easy. Take your legs out straight again, resting in Shavasana, so with your relaxation pose, take a deep breath. Interlace your fingers and then cup the back of your head in your hands, draw your chin to your chest and gently stretch out the back of your neck. And then lower your head back down. We're going to bend the knees and we're going to do a bridge pose. So this is probably about the most effort we're going to do. So you're going to have feet hips distance apart, walk your feet in so you can just touch the backs of your heels with your fingertips. And then again, make sure the feet are hips distance. Make sure your knees stay hips distance so thighs remain parallel the whole time. Tuck your hips under. Lift your hips up into the air. So inhale, lift, maybe just lift halfway. And then exhale, lower back down. And then we'll do a couple with the breath. So you're going to inhale, tuck the hips under, draw your belly button to your spine, lift your tailbone, lift the hips, and then lower back down. So we'll do one more mini one, just lifting up slightly off your mat, and then we're going to lift all the way up. So as you inhale, starting off the same way, but then just keep going. So lift your hips up into the air, squeeze your inner thighs together, make sure your thighs remain parallel, and then exhale, roll slowly down in reverse, so hips coming down last. Inhale, tuck the hips, lift them up, peel your spine up off the floor, and then exhale, slowly roll back down again. And we'll do that one more time. Lifting up on the inhale, lowering down on the exhale, and then rock your knees from side to side. So just swaying the hips left and right. Knees going one way and then the other. Feel your lower back stretch as your body twists around at your waist. And then the next time your knees go over to the right, you're going to drop them all the way down. Turn your head to the left and take 3 big deep breaths here. As you exhale, feel your whole body just melt down to the floor. Bring your head back to the centre first and then bring your knees back in. And then you're going to go over to the left, turn your head to the right. 3 big deep breaths here as well. On the exhale, feel your whole body sink down. Bring your head back to the centre, then bring your legs back to the centre. And then we're going to take each leg down one at a time. So you're going to inhale with the legs together, and then as you exhale, take your right knee over to the right, go onto the outside edge of your right foot, and then as you inhale, bring that knee back into the middle again. And then exhale, left leg's going to go out to the left, onto the outside edge of the foot, and then come back to the centre. So you just keep going with the breath. Exhale on the way down, inhale on the way up, arms just relax down by your side. And then the key here is keeping everything else completely still. So keep the hips level. Imagine you're balancing something across the hips. Keep your core lightly engaged, just moving slow and steady. So as you lift one leg up and you switch to the other leg, avoiding that tilting or rocking as you shift your weight around. So you want to keep everything else completely still, and then you're just isolating the movement in that one leg at a time. Do 1 or 2 more. The next time you do your left leg, make that your final one. And then as you inhale, bring the leg back up. As you exhale, you're going to take both knees apart, bring the soles of your feet together, and come into reclined bound angle pose or butterfly pose. So you've got your feet touching, knees sinking to the floor. If this is not comfortable for you, people that have got quite tight hips find this one really uncomfortable, you can prop a few pillows or blankets under your legs so there's some support there, rather than them just hanging down and gravity pulling the knees down, stretching out the hips. If you're fine, then just let the knees drop down. There's no need for anything else. Take some deep breaths here. So this is our final pose. Nice open pose. Palms faced up. Shoulders relaxed down so there's openness in the chest. As you exhale, imagine your knees are becoming heavier with every breath out. Remembering those big breaths in and out through the nose. Maybe take your hands onto the front of your body, one onto your abdomen, one onto your chest. As you breathe in, you feel your abdomen lift, and then feel your chest lift. And then as you exhale, you feel your abdomen lower and then your chest lower. And just take a moment to listen to the rhythm of your breath, feel your body move. And then you can stay there for as long as you like. So you can keep the hands there, you can drop them to the side. You can just lie here for as long as you want to and get up whenever you're ready to start your day. And whenever that is, you're just going to support the legs as they come back together. Hug your knees into your chest, rock from side to side. And then either rock yourself up or roll onto the side and push yourself up. Come into a seated position. Roll your head each way. Do a few big shoulder rolls, roll your shoulders back, take a big breath. And then you're ready to start the rest of your day. Namaste. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe. I do new videos every weekday, and I've got a 30-day yoga challenge coming up as well. So just click the subscribe button and you'll get notified whenever I release a new video. See you next time. Bye.